some DI bullshit for today. Okay, okay.
Everything Sweet Baby Ink touches turns to trash, and of course, the people behind this company love to play the victim. It's the only way they really get attention at this point, and now Kim Belair finally admits Sweet Baby Ink's real role in AAA gaming, while
I mean, yeah, isn't that the whole purpose of the DI bullshit? It's just about self-inserts, just about quote unquote diversity and towards uh towards video games, but it doesn't really help the story. I think it doesn't help. It doesn't do anything. It's just pretty much virtue signaling. Like who the fuck cares? We like gamers only want to play their video game as long as the story's good, as long as the gameplay is good, the graphics are good, the game's well optimized. We're fine. We don't want any of this DI bullshit. Nobody asked for this. Not a real gamer, I think.
railing against critics, saying, "We did nothing wrong." I have a few different things to show off, but before I get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, join the community in my live streams, and consider supporting through Patreon or YouTube memberships. Now, there is never going to be a time where I personally am going to sit here and give Sweet Baby Ink praise unless they come to their senses and say, "We're shuttering our studio," because they have never provided anything good to the space. They basically just insert their own propaganda into products from what we understand.
I don't know why Sweet Baby Ink is still a thing to this day. I thought video games are actually back with being based. Well, I hope this comes to an end real soon, cuz we don't want any more games that just the sole purpose of releasing a game is um virtue signaling or like a form of propaganda. That's not what games are for. Games are for enjoyment, for entertainment ultimately, and that you might learn something from it, like something actually valuable. Like maybe you can gain some form of wisdom through playing a video game or some sort of mentality, but not this bullshit.
Understand though, Kim Belair saying, "You guys are completely wrong," and the lie detector has determined that's a lie. Though in a surprisingly candid new interview, the CEO Kim Belair has admitted her company played a much deeper role in crafting the narratives of major AAA video games than previously acknowledged, while also dismissing critics as being against progress. The interview, analyzed by Writing Raven and Master of the TDS, published in an article by Raven, offered a rare, unfiltered look at how SBI operates within the gaming industry. What Belair revealed has sparked renewed debate about the studio's influence, transparency, and ideology. These people do not actually care about the video game industry. They don't care about video games. They simply care about lining their own pockets, which is why I do not.
Yeah, that's so it means that they're just trying to ruin games. That's just it. They just want to make a profit off of their self victimization, and it shows. Actually, it shows the fact if you don't care about the video games that you're involved in into making, the gamers or the people that will play the game will never ever care about what you put out, or they would probably drop the game or not play the game at all after seeing that you don't really care, because it will show one way or another that you don't really care about the game. You care about uh virtue signaling or self-inserting. It will show, and the people or the gamers will gladly reciprocate on the matter of not caring about it. It sucks. It would definitely suck for the developers, like the game developers or designers, because of your bullshit. it affects a lot of people, not only the gamers but also those who are in the studio as well. Just because you want to push an ideology and make a profit out of it.
have any real respect for them. These people do not actually want to have to explain themselves to their critics in a meaningful way. They don't want to have a discussion. They simply want to yell into the void and have individuals within the mainstream industry come running to defend them and saying, these poor, poor innocents, those toxic gamers, are attacking them yet again. So for years, SBI has maintained that it functions
I don't know why um gaming studios keep on blaming the gamers or their player base for criticizing their game. I think, isn't it that the purpose of like having opinions? It should be about uh taking feedback like critically, like rationally. If you get negative feedback from your player base or from the people who play your game, you should reflect on it. Like make some updates on your game. Just make the game better. If you think that um the feedback that you get would be helpful for you to create new solutions to or create new features or to fix some problems in your game, then why the fuck not? Right? So I don't know why uh, the gamers are to be blamed here ever. Like, don't hate the player, dude.
as a narrative consultancy group, a company that advises studios on
I mean, yeah, sure. Some players of a game make some absurd opinions from time to time, but as long as you check on the comments or the feedback that actually would help you in developing the game more or to make the game progress more, then why not, right? Like, just focus on the things that actually matter. Why the fuck would you cry about gamers complaining about your game? Don't cry about it.
inclusive storytelling. But in the late August 2025 discussion, Belair described her team's direct creative involvement in games like Spider Man 2 and Alan Wake 2 as something that goes far beyond simple narrative consultation. According to her, her staff worked on the narrative beats and character work for both projects, including key storylines involving Craven and Harry Osborn. It says, though, that admission alone contradicts Sweet Baby's long held claim that it only provides consultation, not hands on development. And I think that this is so hilarious because they are the ones who claimed that we were making it up. They were the ones who claimed that we were the liars, even though we were
It's like saying, you have a friend and then they ask for an advice and then you give them an advice and then they take your word for it and then they fuck their lives up and then oops, it's not my fault. I just gave you an advice. It's up to you. It's really just up to you if you're going to fuck your life up or not. Like, are we serious right now? Bro, your job is to make a game good by you giving them good advice, not advice that would ruin their game. Your job is to give out the best uh opinions or the best like ideas that you could give, whatever the fuck you're supposed to do to make to in order to make a good game. Now you're no no, it just means that you're just telling gaming studios bullshit. You're being exposed to to being like a company that just spouts bullshit and see where it goes if a game succeeds or not.
Were the ones who were right all along. As Writing Raven noted in her coverage, Belair's statements quietly confirmed what many gamers had suspected all along, that SBI is not merely offering input from the sidelines, it's shaping the creative heart of modern AAA games, and we've known this. That's why so many of us dislike Sweet Baby Inc., because they are not just
This is the reason why indie games are taking over the gaming space. Like, they are so much better than AAA games these days. Like, we got Hollow Knight, we got Expedition 33, right? Games like that. And then we get to the freaking Assassin's Creed bullshit. Like, what are we doing?
I don't know, proofreading and giving a little bit of feedback and telling the studios their opinions of the product. No, they are altering it in the writer's room. So, when pressed about backlash from players and journalists, Belair adopted a defensive tone. Now, I get that they have faced a lot of backlash, and when you are behind a product that you feel passionate about, you want to defend it, and you think that you can do no wrong. But at the same time, when you have millions of people criticizing you and your work, you think that by now they would have tried to understand where we are coming from, but they don't. They just want to say that they are the victims and that we are toxic. She said, there are thousands of videos about us, but of those people, no one has written to us to say, hey, can I just ask a couple of questions about how this works? And this is such a massive lie. Every single video.
I mean, it already showed. It already showed. People don't have. I don't think people have to ask how DEI works, because it showed. Everything that DEI touches, it it it's just bad. Like, the results are bad. Everything that DEI touches, like, they go just they go down, like in a spiral, like in a like a fucking lose streak of a MOBA game. Like, come on now, be real here. So yeah, so nobody cares about the DAI anymore. Not that not that we needed to care in the first place, cause we just want to play. We just want to play a good game. We don't want your uh propagandizing bullshit.
Almost that I have seen on them from people like Smash JT, Hypnotic, even myself have mentioned at some point throughout those.
It's crazy to me that uh they don't care about the video games that uh they or the gaming studios that they give advice to, and then they say that they're the victims. Like, if you don't care at all, then why why bother, why bother getting involved in it? Aside from the money, of course, aside from the profit. So you're just milking gaming studios for your own benefit. And you're the victim here. You're not you're not actually helping the gaming studios. You're just helping yourselves by milking them. So what do you mean no one reached out? Why would people reach out to you if you don't even care in the first place? So that's what I mean. If you don't care about the games that you make, the gamers that will are supposedly going to play your game will not care by not playing the game or dropping the game. So yeah, you don't get to say that.
several minutes, oh, hey, I'd love to have a discussion with them. Or, oh, hey, they could actually try to reach out to people. Or, oh, hey, they could prove us wrong. And that's never the case. It says, though, that this claim doesn't hold up to scrutiny. Multiple creators, including Smash JT, have publicly documented attempts to contact Sweet Baby Inc. that were ignored. And if they truly had such good evidence against the claims that content creators are making, they could just post that on social media. They could prove that we are wrong, but they never do. I'll say it here, like I say it a lot now. If they want to have a discussion, I'd be more than happy to do so, but that's not going to happen. This was highlighted during the Gothic Therapy live stream, with Raven calling it a rewriting of Public Record. The inconsistency reinforced a growing perception that Sweet Baby Inc. doesn't want engagement, it wants compliance. And this is the major issue that they would have, because we are not the access media. We are not going to sit here and allow them to spew lies. We are going to bring facts. We are going to bring evidence. We are going to question the claims that they're making, and they don't want that. They want us to just ultimately shut up and consume product. And Kim Belair is somebody who's very upset with the fact that she cannot go back to the good old days where she could lurk in the shadows and allow Sweet Baby Inc. to operate in the shadows, because every single time they are affiliated with the game now, we call it out, gamers boycott it, and these games do not make the money that the studios initially anticipated. Belair went on to describe the creative process as a battlefield, encouraging developers to fight for their baby, her phrase for personal ideas, even when they conflict with the game's established direction. For critics, that remark perfectly encapsulated the issue. SBI consultants aren't merely assisting, they're embedding their personal and ideological perspectives into someone else's project. And later in the discussion, she offered a
That's the crazy part. They're not assisting. They're embedding. Like they are really pushing it.
sweeping defense of her company's work. When people fight against wokeness, what they are really doing is fighting against progressiveness, and in a way fighting against themselves, which is just so hilarious. I say this all the time. People can make whatever stories they want. If you want to make a game that I personally do not like, and I
What do you mean? Nobody, like I said, nobody fucking cares about your progressiveness or wokeness. Nobody gives a shit about that. Like, it, the fact that you're saying this means that you don't really care about the game. You only care about your ideologies. You don't care about making a really good game. And uh that's what gamers hate about you. Getting involved in video games that are potentially or theoretically supposed to be good. Yeah, no, we're not having it.
disagree with that is 100% okay. The Sweet Baby Inks can exist, the Black Girl Gamers can exist, and games like Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, Concord, Flintlock the Siege of Dawn, the list goes on and on. It is 100% okay for you to want to make those products, the same way that it is perfectly fine for people to want to boycott them. Sometimes people do not want change, and in the video game industry, when it comes to our entertainment, the change that has been made has not been profitable, and companies should first and foremost want to make money, but people do not want propaganda. Video games should not be used as a vessel for
Yes,
propaganda,
correct.
for you to push your political beliefs, but that happens time and time and time again with these people. And the
And
statement,
people,
equal parts
gamers are
defiant and
tired of
dismissive, quickly
this
made
shit.
its way around social media, further fueling debate about the ideological slant of Belair and SBI. We did nothing wrong, she insisted. We did our job.
We did nothing wrong. We did our jobs the best we could. Your jobs? You mean your job is to propagandize, to push an ideology into the gaming industry? That's your job, pretty much, in my opinion. So yeah, it's not just because you did your quote unquote your job doesn't mean you did nothing wrong. sometimes you do a bad job. It's like it's like saying if you're a thief and you're gonna do your job as a thief, oh yeah, you did nothing wrong. You just did your job. So what the fuck you mean? You just did your job. You didn't do anything wrong. Like, are you serious?
jobs the best we could. Yeah, the job that you have that tears apart this
Yeah,
industry. You don't care about making the gaming space better. You don't care about making stories and products better. You care about them pushing the narratives
yeah. Not pre-watch. I swear.
that you personally agree with. That's why people don't like you. What Belair didn't mention may be just as telling. She never once acknowledged the incident that sparked the backlash against her company, the conduct of former employee Chris Kindred, whose inflammatory social media posts and attempts to get Brutus kicked off Steam brought Sweet Baby Inc. into the public spotlight. By leaving this out, Belair presented her company as a misunderstood victim rather than a participant
It's always the victim. Always the victim. Yes, yes. Of course. It's everybody's fault but you. Yours. Right. It's the gamer's fault. It's your customer's fault. Right.
in controversy, and I would love to get Kim Belair sitting down in a multi-hour stream, going down the Sweet Baby Inc. timeline, giving all of the information at once. I don't care if it's 5 hours or 6 hours long, incident by incident by incident, and then getting her opinion on each and every one. But we know that that is not going to happen because, again, I'm not the access media, so she cannot sit here and lie. I would call her out on her false statements, and that is why she doesn't want to have a discussion. And of course, why she doesn't want to present the truth in any of these interviews or panels or discussions that she's having, because she knows that she doesn't have a good defense for 95% of the
I mean, come on, let's be real. Does she look like a gamer? Does the CEO of Sweet Baby Inc. look like a gamer? It clearly shows.
controversies
Come
that
on.
Sweet Baby Inc. has been a part of. So it's definitely interesting that she's finally admitting SBI's real role in the AAA gaming industry while railing against critics, when for years now she said that we're liars and we're just bigots. And of course, she is still playing the victim here, but her statements
I
prove
mean,
what
yeah.
we've known all along, that we were right all along. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this important and informative, make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And if you didn't, give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I'll talk to you all again in the next video.
Yeah, great video by Vara. Thanks. Yeah, I don't know. People, you see, you just have to take one indie game on one side and one AAA game on another side. For example, one on the indie side, which isn't touched by the DEI bullshit, like Expedition 33, and then on the other side you got the Assassin's Creed bullshit. Yeah, it shows, right? It's just one example. We can take more of those. You can gamers know. We all see what's happening here. So yeah, no more of this. No more of this, please. But yeah, I think we're so back. We'll be back. I hope AAA games will be back like in 2026 or 2027. I just hope. But yeah, great video by Vara. I will like and link the video in the description, and I'll see you guys next time.